If you miss what AI agents are doing right now, you're going to regret it in 3 years. I spent the last 30 days diving deep into the world of AI so you don't have to. Here's everything you need to know in as little as time and as simple as possible. So, first, why is this important? Well, I'm originally from the Central Valley, California, and I started my journey in property management and real estate. And after a couple of years of that, I was really just looking for more of a challenge, more of an opportunity, more growth. And I moved to South Florida, which is across the country, and I was working for a big influencer, and I was selling coaching and consulting. But after about a year of that, I felt that something was kind of off. I was selling stuff I didn't really believe in. So I left and I came home, I regrouped, and that's when I discovered AI. I joined Liam Ali's community, I started learning more about it, I went deep into research, using it, implementing it, and now we're making this video. So if you're somebody who's just looking to learn about it, if you're maybe a business owner who wants to implement it, maybe you work in an office, you want to use it to your advantage, or whatever it may be, this video is for you. So let's get into it. So AI agents, just a brief overview of AI agents, what they are, how they work, and the opportunity that is AI so you guys can start to get a better understanding. The Black Swan event. It all started with the internet in 1983, which was considered a Black Swan event because it led to information access. Then Google in 1998, which led to YouTube, Gmail, Google Maps. Where would I be without Google Maps? Anyways, the iPhone in 2007, another Black Swan event. It led to an iPhone-driven society, the app economy, and then another Black Swan event in 2020 called COVID-19. Remember that one? Not too long ago. That led to DoorDash, Instacart, Uber, and it also led to OpenAI, ChatGPT in 2022, which was considered another Black Swan event because it's rare and it was unexpected. So all these events had catastrophic changes in growth in the economy. What that means is they were rare, they were unexpected, and they led to a fast-growing economy. So what exactly are AI agents? AI agents are customized versions of ChatGPT. We all know what ChatGPT is, right? It's customized versions of that. They can take instructions, they can handle tasks, and perform work without needing your constant input. For example, most software, let's take HubSpot for example. Nothing against HubSpot, I love HubSpot. But in order to make it work, you need to put in a lead name, put in a lead email, a number, information notes, and you put it into the system, and from there it organizes it wherever it needs to go. And if you want to send an email, you have to manually write the email, whatever. You need to put in things to get an output. For an agent, it doesn't. You need three key components for an agent, which is you put the prompting, you give it external knowledge, you give it tools, and it can do everything on its own. And tool equals function plus an API. We're going to get into that right now. So let's get into the actual anatomy of an AI agent. Let's read this left to right like a page so we don't get confused. The first diagram here says AI agent at the top, and it leads to prompting, external knowledge, and tools. Let's pretend this is an appointment setting AI agent. The prompting would tell the agent what to do. For example, you're going to be setting appointments for my roofing business. This is how I want you to set the appointments. This is what it should sound like. This is what you're selling. This is why I need you to do it. You're telling the agent what to do and why. The external knowledge is all the information on your business, the roofs, the product, the service, what you guys are selling, maybe some frequently asked questions, policies, the actual offer. Okay, and the tools, the apps or the APIs, and API just stands for Application Programming Interface. You're just going to hear it referred to API. That's all you need to know. It's what it actually uses to do the task. For example, once it's done the prompting, it's gone through external knowledge, it's set the appointment, it would then call a tool to actually set the appointment on maybe the sales rep's calendar. It would call Google Drive, use that as a tool, and set the appointment. Here's the actual anatomy of a tool. So the AI agent, let's say I wanted to set the appointment, it'd send the input to the tool, which is a function with an API wrapped around it. The function is what actually sets the appointment. The API that wraps around the function is what allows the agent to call it across the internet. Okay, so the input goes into the tool, and it comes out as an output, and then it sends it back to the agent as a response. And that right there is the agent calling a tool to set an appointment for this example, right? And a schema, something else you guys should know that's very important is that is an API instruction manual. It tells the agent how to really use the API in natural language, and it's a one-page instruction manual. After all, what good is a hammer if you don't know how to use it, right? So that's what the schema is. So who needs AI agents? Well, office workers, blue-collar workers, business owners, everyone. Right now, though, the people who need it the most and that seem to be the most threatened, I guess you could say, by AI is data analysts, artists, virtual assistants, creators, etc. A lot of repetitive task type of work or inputs and outputs, inputting data type of work. You should be using AI the most because it's coming for you the fastest. You can see it with HubSpot. They're acquiring Frame AI, and they had Breeze AI.
They're going to inject Frame AI into their Breeze AI. Elon Musk with Grok, Google with Google Gemini. It's obvious that this isn't really a trend. This is a fundamental shift in our economy and really just our lives, the world as we know it. So if you're a worker, learn AI. It's going to equal job security and it's going to equal raises for you, your salary, and the family, obviously. If you're a business owner, implement AI. It's going to save time. You're going to cut your costs. You're going to boost your profits. And if you do decide to sell the business, it's going to be worth that much more. So what does the future look like? Well, my hopes with this video was to shine some light on AI and so that you guys can see that it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. It's already in our tools, in our businesses, and sooner than later, before you even know it, it's going to be in our everyday lives. And I really want you guys to just go down the rabbit hole, go a lot deeper into it, learn it, use it, implement it, find a way to make it better if you can. Do anything but ignore it. Because at the end of the day, guys, in 10 years, there's going to be two types of people. There's going to be the people that took advantage of the opportunity, learned it, and made their business better, their lives better, they became a more valuable employee. Or there's going to be people that said, well, shoot, I wish I would have taken advantage of that opportunity. Or I wish I would have learned AI. So I hope with this video I just made that decision a little bit easier to be the ones who take advantage of it. So thank you guys for watching the video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more breakdowns kind of like this with a slideshow type of format. If you guys want to see different videos, let me know in the comments. But just let me know what you guys want to see either in the comments by liking, subscribing, whatever it may be. It really helps me to know what kind of content to put out for you guys.